This meeting is being recorded.
What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining us for part two. Like we said at the end of part one, we're just gonna kind of quickly wrap up the discussion that we were having. We ended off. Chris was discussing a lot of the benefits associated with just going outside, how that can help with your physical health and your mental health, just how important that is in general. So we're going to dive into another article that we took a look at from the Harvard Business Review, just about how taking a vacation in general improves well-being. Um, Definitely in America, in general, there's definitely a culture of hard work, almost working yourself to death, trying to get ahead, trying to outwork others, competing, trying to make money, right? So there's actually a ridiculous amount of unused vacation time. So actually, according to this article, in 2018, there were 768 million days of unused vacation time. Um,
Yeah.
and the the crazy thing is that going on vacations is actually incredibly beneficial for your well-being, both for your mental well-being, your physical well-being, spiritually, if that's something that you care about. Just across the board, taking vacations is super important. Allowing yourself time to decompress, to relax. Um, so yeah,
Yeah, no, I completely agree. And I think one of this is something we actually I talked about in Costa Rica with the couple from the Netherlands and some of the Germans as well. They're all on these like month-long vacations. We only had a week, but they're all on this month-long vacations because they get like government mandated like vacation time.
right.
And I think, one of they're talking about is like how important that is. In America, we have a really work culture, like work hard all the time, never give up. But like what they're talking about is like actually them taking like a couple weeks off, going to a new place, like they come back feel refreshed and are even like still they're even do better work. And I think, going back to like the first podcast we talked about how like, less is more sometimes. And I feel like taking vacation is like a big uh, you know, as a big way to, reduce time that is spent, working and improves like the quality of work you're doing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, while I was in Tennessee, I didn't. I mean, like if I really wanted to, I could have, found some time to work on homework. But
Yeah,
I didn't go on my computer at all. I didn't pull out my homework. I just kind
same.
of had the experience, and I felt it was great. And I'm back now, and it's not like, I feel refreshed and ready to go, ready to get back into things. So yeah, I definitely think just like if I had gone home for this spring break, I think I would have been working a lot, and I think honestly, I probably would have come back to school feeling way less refreshed, even if I was like slightly ahead. You know what I mean?
No, I completely agree. I was thinking about doing some work over break and I was like, yeah, I can't. This is my time to relax. I'm just gonna relax. I'm not gonna think about the tests I can have coming up, the work I have to do. I just want to reset and recharge. And I think that was beneficial, just like push that away and kind of disconnect for a little bit.
Right.
And I mean, just also looking at the article, like some other like specific like things it talks about. It's talking about like how there's a lot of like physical connections to taking vacations. Like, it reduces uh uh cortisol and epinephrine, which can, if these are high, it can suppress the immune system, make you get sick. How people that are take less vacations only take less vacations usually develop more heart problems. Um, And if you take a regular vacation, you're less likely to get coronary heart disease. Um, yeah, and additionally, yeah, like we talked about how about going outside. There's also a lot of mental benefits, you know, and yeah,
Yeah, absolutely. And then I think the last thing that I would add kind of about the article is I mentioned how it talks a little bit about some of the spiritual benefits. That's
yeah,
like a kind of a weird word. Some people might shy away from that. But really, taking vacations, taking time away to, refresh yourself, to relax, it also allows you to kind of tune out some of that outside noise. In
yeah,
addition to being, workaholics in our culture, we're also just so unbelievably distracted all the time by all the things we have going
Yeah.
on, whether
Especially
that's,
nowadays, yeah.
yeah, of course, with like social media, technology developing at the rate that it is. And so it's really nice sometimes just to take some time to really just, center yourself, remind yourself of why you're doing what you're doing, what your values are, what you care most about, your family, your friends, the things in your life that you really do want to pursue, and just kind of remind yourself why you're doing that. Yeah, just take a break from kind of the distraction that can kind of pull you off course and just center yourself.
No, yeah, I completely agree with what all you just said, yeah.
Yeah, and I think so kind of jumping over to the last article that we want to talk
Yeah.
about, it's, sometimes it can be difficult to take a vacation, whether that's, just what the timing looks like, financial issues, anything like that. But just in general, not even vacations, but just new experiences, switching things up, trying something new, that can also be just super important um, for enhancing just your growth and development as a person.
Yeah. I think this article was unique because it like actually goes like deep into it's from the National Institute of Health and it goes deep into like the reasons why like new experiences like help the brain reset and like why it's beneficial to like do new things rather than just like be complacent.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Um, Pretty science heavy, so we don't have to get super into it, but yeah, we'll post it along with the other articles in the show notes. But yeah, definitely a great one to look at. Just laying out some pretty recent research last few years about just how new experiences in general can help us learn better and help us grow.
Yeah. I mean, neuroscience, like, well, I mean, I'm in a neuroscience lab and, uh, a lot is unknown about the brain. Um, but like the more and more we look into it, like the more articles I see about how like doing new things, doing things you don't want to do can be beneficial and help grow certain parts of the brain and help you, you know, um, build those new connections in your brain, like physically build those new connections that help you learn. And yeah, it's a lot is still unknown, but yeah, definitely like this article is great on explaining how important like doing new things is.
Yeah, for sure. Um, I think that's all that I had about the articles. You have anything else you want to add, Chris?
No, I think we touched a lot today. Yeah, I mean, if you have time, look at that NIH article. If you have any science background, it's really interesting. Don't want to bore you with like the actual details, but like just take a read of that. I think it's unique to see how stuff we do in the real life and like the actual world like physically changes you, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I had though for the articles at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, so overall, I mean, talked about Costa Rica, talked about Tennessee. Sorry we didn't have a podcast last week. But we took some time off, got our creative juices flowing again. Um, yeah, I think, next episode, I don't know what we're gonna do yet, but maybe have a new special guest. I don't know. Could be. I think next episode we'll do something fun. Uh,
Yeah.
so yeah, be on the lookout for that next Sunday. Yeah. Anything else you want to add, Ian?
Yeah, if you don't mind, I'd love to end it with a quote I saw while I was in Tennessee.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, so this was on the boys' bathroom wall. So yeah, but it's a good one. Um,
Okay.
all right. I shall pass this way only once. Any good, therefore, that I can do, or any kindness that I can show to any fellow creature, let me do it now. Let me not defer or neglect it, for I shall not pass this way again.
Wow, that's deep.
Yeah. All right. That's all I got.
Oh yeah, it's a great episode. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll see you next time, next Sunday.